Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. So today it's going to be kind of fun. I thought I would jump on and switch gears a little bit, and then we're going to go back after. I just thought this would be cool. What about, we love movies, love books. I'll get into more about that, but what about TV shows? I like TV shows also. I'm a big, like series kind of gal, like a good long series. Like, give me a good story with 20 plus episodes a season for like 9 seasons. I will be invested in every single second with every relationship. I will be there. um, these shows that I'm going to be talking about are shows that I personally will watch again and again. And two of them are still on, so they're still going. So it's pretty exciting. There's other ones, but the ones that I'm going to give are the ones that, for me, they mean a lot. Honorable mention would be Gilmore Girls. Love Gilmore Girls. I watch it randomly. It's on like Hallmark. And I started watching it again and didn't finish it, but I should go back. I really am feeling like I should go back because I really enjoy it. It's very heartwarming through the story, even season 4 and beyond. A lot of people say they don't like it after season 4. I can agree in some ways, but I like the way it wraps up. Didn't really like the Netflix revival, so I just pretend that didn't happen, except for the wedding. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna tell you anything else in case you haven't seen it, but the wedding, that made my heart happy. um, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into these shows. Ooh, also, if you have not subscribed, subscribe, and make sure you're liking, sharing, commenting. I would appreciate it so much. It helps the algorithm, and it helps people say, hey, maybe this might be a cool video for me. So, starting with some current lists. Another honorable mention, there's a show on PureFlix. If you know, you know. It is entitled Vindication, I think is the name. Vindication. It's a great show. It's like a police drama. Really good. But these two that I'm going to talk about, they are so much fun. So the first one is Sugar Creek Amish Mystery. This is on Up TV. Its season just ended, like first season just ended, and it's so much fun. I love a good homey vibe, and being an Ohioan, it makes me happy to see it. It's a great show. Follows a girl who goes to Amish country for her aunt to run her business, and she meets all the people, and there's a lot of different things that are happening, so it's really fun, and I hope that they bring it back. The next one is entitled County Rescue. It's available on Tubi, but it's like whole uninterrupted 2 seasons, yeah, are available on PureFlix. I freaking love the show. It's so good. Oh my god. So if you are my age, you remember, maybe, I hope you do, a very exciting show in my mind, entitled In a Heartbeat. It looked like this, and it had this guy who was my first celebrity crush. I was like 6 years old, and I was like, he's handsome. And my sister, who is 10 years older than me, was like, I like the other guy. And then we talked about that all the time, even though I had no idea what I was talking about. But when you have an older sibling, that's what you do. But it's a great show, that one. I don't know if you can find it anywhere, but I remember watching it, and I think over COVID somebody had it on like YouTube and I watched it. But yeah, it was fun. So that one follows kids being EMTs for a training program. County Rescue is literal EMTs. Like, this is their first job. This is their actual, like, they're adults in the show. And so it's really, really good. I absolutely love the concept of like following people through work like this. As a big fan of ER, growing up, my whole family used to watch it. Side note, ER was never the same after the incident on Valentine's Day. Never the same. It was just never the same. Not fair. Not fair. But this show is so much fun. So, follows a girl who decides that she is being called to work as an EMT, and her learning the ropes and everything, and just the personalities involved in this and all the stuff that goes with it. It's really, really cool. I love it. It's so genuine, I feel like. And it's definitely worth watching. So catch up. So this next one you heard me talk about because I talked about podcasts, and then I talked about, actually, I think I talked about this specific podcast more in another video. I don't necessarily remember it at this point, but it was in it. So talking about Smallville. So I think I already told this, but in case I didn't tell it in depth, I was 9 years old when Smallville came out. I had no idea what it was. And then my brother, who's about 5 years older than me, he was a big comic book fan, big Superman fan, knew all the lore, and was like, oh, this can be a really cool show. Can we watch it? And at the time, it was going into, I believe, the end of the 3rd season. So it was kind of in the middle, but closer to the end, if that makes sense. And ABC Family was putting, from the beginning, every night, I think like 2 episodes a day all week. The 1st and 2nd into the 3rd season, like to catch everybody up before the next season came on. And so we basically binge watched before binge watching was a thing. We watched every night. And let me tell you, instant fangirl right here. Instant fangirl. I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea who anybody was. I didn't care because it was so good. So first impression, the opening was epic, and then cut to teenage Clark Kent. And I said, 13-year-old me, again, bring your mind back to I was 13. And I said, oh, he's so cute. And my brother was so mad at me. He was like, this is not a girl show. This is a superhero show. But I didn't care because I just thought he was cute. So all through high school, yes, I was the one watching the show mostly because I liked the story, but I'm not gonna lie, there was a part of me that was like, he's so cute. He did such a good job on this show. Seriously, in all seriousness, I can't imagine another Superman at this point. Like, I grew up on the show with Dean Cain, and he did a really good job. Love it. I have never seen the old, like, movies, so I don't know what that's like at all. But, I mean, the only Superman movies that I saw were, I think it was called Superman Returns, with a guy from the show, I don't know his name, no, the guy from the show where they, like, travel back in time. This show, I'll find it. This guy played that. He did okay, but nothing compares to that. I mean, that's Superman for me. And this is Lex Luthor. I don't care what you say. I don't care who did voice work. I don't care who did. No, that's the guy. These are the people. This is the show. Okay, so I'm going to also take it back to my high school years again because I became obsessed with horses at 14. I don't know why. I don't know why. Never ridden a horse in my life. Never been around horses. I went to one county fair where they had a gigantic horse. I don't even know what kind of horse it was. It was a horse. His name was Chester, and I thought he was so beautiful. And I was like, oh. And that was it. I loved horses. So horse stuff was a big deal. I had grown up on the Saddle Club, the original, like, group. Grew up on that. Loved it. And was a big fan of the movie Flicka, but like the 2006 one with Tim McGraw. And then the show came out called Wildfire. You thought I was going to say Heartland, didn't you? Because a lot of people love Heartland. I liked it too, but this was way better. So Wildfire follows a girl named Chris who was in juvie, and she was given the opportunity to work with horses. And she fell in love with a specific horse. And when they're going to release her, they tell her, well, you could go to this camp and work with horses for the job. Because the woman who owns the ranch is like, oh, hey, we need help on the ranch. And do you have any girls who would like to participate? And so but she wants this horse. And this horse is really special to her. They have a connection. And basically that's the story. I don't want to tell you too much more. It's available on Tubi. Go watch it. It's so good. I'm actually going to rewatch it because I already rewatched it, but I'm going to rewatch it again. It was so good. And what I love is it gives everything. It gives the drama, the romance, the horse stuff, the family stuff. It's so good. And I also, being a teenager, I feel like these shows really mean a lot to us. Like, we love One Tree Hill. Love that show. Put it on Tubi. You put Dawson's Creek on Tubi. Put this on Tubi. Like, it's not fair. We don't get to watch it if we don't have Hulu. But I digress. This show is really, really fun. I really like it, and I will rewatch it forever. Guys, I saved the best and the one that I want to talk about the most for last because I could talk about it forever. So we're talking about Downton Abbey, of course. Of course. So Downton Abbey, if you don't know what it is is about British society in the mid 1900s. That's the general plot point. So you have upstairs and you have downstairs. Upstairs is a man who is like a duke, I guess, like a dignitary, and his family. And then downstairs is obviously all the cooks and the cleaners and the ladies' maids and the footmen, all the things. So upstairs you have 3 daughters. And one has lost a husband on the Titanic, because we pick up at the beginning right after the Titanic sank. That's when we start. So she lost a husband on Titanic. And honestly, she seems cold at first, but you start to see, like, she never really loved the guy. And so she's like, why do I feel like I'm not sad? And then you have I believe the next oldest, I think the oldest sibling is just really sad, and I love her, but she's really sad. And then the youngest sister is like, I'm gonna wear pants because I'm, progressive, that kind. And so we get to see each of their personalities come together and come out and clash and the whole thing. Downstairs, you have all of this stuff happening. You got a girl who's learning to be the cook from one of my favorites, Mrs. Patmore, the cook. I love her. And Daisy, who is learning from her. You have Anna, the lady's maid to the one who lost her husband on the Titanic. And she's so sweet. I love her. And Carson, the butler, who's trying to hold it all together, which I love him. And then they take in a man named Mr. Bates, who was in the war and was wounded. And he says, I need a job. I need to be able to move forward, and I can't find anything. Do you have any positions? And they actually did for the man of the house. And he gets to be the valet for the father of the family. And we also have my absolute favorite, the best part of the show, Granny Lady Violet, played by Dame Maggie Smith. We love her. We love her. My heart. She has the best one-liners. My favorite is, what is a weekend? And in the context, the person is going to, I think, America for the weekend. And as somebody who works weekends, it's just kind of funny. I don't know, it's just funny. I have a set schedule, but it's not completely set in stone, if that makes sense. So sometimes I might be working random days, and so it's like, kind of makes me laugh. I don't. But I love the story with Mr. Bates because he sees Anna, and I'm not going to be giving away spoilers, but just to get you set up, my favorite part. He sees Anna and he's like, oh, who's that? And like, oh, that's Anna. She helps Lady Mary, and she's really nice. We like her. She's like, oh, hi, and he's like, oh, hi. And then later that night, everybody's sitting down at dinner, and he goes, oh, well, where's Anna? And one of the other people goes, oh, well, she wasn't feeling well, so she went to go to sleep early because she has an early day tomorrow. And he's like, oh. And later we see him carrying a little tray, and he knocks on her door, and he says, I brought you tea and soup. And it just, and I love it, and it's like, and their story is my favorite story of the whole show. My heart melts, and it's so sweet, and the things that they go through are really sad, and then at the same time, like, so sweet because he's just there for her the whole time. And my girl goes through so much. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting what happened. I won't tell you, but you're not expecting it. It's crazy, but the way he handles it is so sweet. And I also love the story with Mary and finding her way. And at first, I don't like the character, but I end up feeling a little bit better about the character. They also made 3 movies. So I saw the first movie, and it was really good. And need to see the other 2, but haven't, obviously. I don't even remember if the third one is out. It might be coming out, or it's like, I don't know, I don't remember. But anyway, there's 3 movies, and only saw the first one, but it's definitely worth watching. It's a long show. So, like, British drama, if you don't know a lot about it, they're shows are marked by special events, not 20 odd episodes that are 30 minutes long. They're maybe 4 to 5 mini series episodes that are about, like, the first one's like almost 2 hours, and then you have like about an hour and a half each episode. So they're long. Another honorable mention is called Midwife. That show is so good. And it's the same thing, same way. They have a Christmas special every year, and it's like it's very, very different from our series. So when you watch, it's like you're watching a mini movie every time. But then they have their feature length movies that are over 2 hours and basically take you back into the world. And I thought that was so cool. So I can't recommend it enough. They are doing a rewatch of it on PBS. So you could watch it there. I haven't, only because I don't have the movies and I'm gonna watch the movies. So, but it's definitely worth watching. And if you have the time to devote to it, like, it's a great like day off kind of series because you can watch a couple of episodes and not feel rushed. I used to watch it when it was on Sundays, and I would DVR it, and then I would like get everything done, and then I would get in my PJs, and I would get a cup of coffee, and I would sit and I would watch it. And yeah, definitely worth it. So those are the shows. I know you probably thought I was going to talk about other shows, but those are the shows that I love. And those are the shows that for me, they're rewatchable. Even the ones that are new, like if they ended them, I would rewatch. I just think there aren't that many good shows out that are just like genuinely good. So it's always nice to see it. And I just thought this was fun. I thought it would be cool to come on and, let me know down below, what shows do you like? What shows did you grow up on? What shows were, like, as they say, appointment television for you? Which ones do you have any box sets? I almost got the box set of Smallville when I was, I don't know, like maybe 23-ish. I was at the store and I saw it and I should have bought it because I really want to rewatch it. Maybe I will. Maybe I will find it and buy it. We can rewatch it, but we'll see. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and make sure you're tuning in every week because I have all different kinds of things and it's going to be fun. So, bye guys.